everyone to beautiful Alley Cat Lanes in Kingston, Massachusetts. This is the American Car Care $30,000 Candlepin Challenge. Candlepin Challenge is brought to you in conjunction with the International Candlepin Bowling Association and AT&T Broadband. Hi everyone, I'm Dan Murphy along with Earl Smith, and we are in week number 5 for Kevin Davis. He's going to shoot for number 6 today, and he's been unstoppable so far, jumping out to a big lead. But before we talk a little bit about Kevin, let's talk about the format. Earl, can you fill us in on the format? Yes, the format is this one challenge match, which is one game. The winner of that match takes on our current champion in a 2-game match. Okay, and of course, Kevin, a couple weeks ago, was able to rack up 2,250 points, and of course is on the leaderboard for that final show, the $15,000 purse at the end of the year. And Earl, you can explain how they accumulate these points for us? Sure. It's the point system is spares is 50 points, strikes is 100 points. Bonus points awarded for combinations of spares and strikes. The overall important 750 points for winning the match. All right, and like I said, it's been Kevin Davis the last several weeks. Standing in wings are a couple opponents, and one of them will be facing Kevin very shortly. And let's introduce you to those. And I turn it over to Trina Fernandez.
Hi, I am here with our challengers today, Dave Dupuis from Leicester and George Lacaille from Chicopee. And Dave, we're going to start with you. You were our big money winner last year. Do you think that all the experience you have helps you out today?
Well, it gives me a little bit of experience, but in a one-string match, anything can happen in a one-string match. I can bowl good and win. You know, it's all up for grabs in one string.
So you never know?
Never know.
All right. Now, George, you said you know this guy pretty well. What's your strategy against him today?
Well, I know he's a warrior, and so I have to come out right at him.
Going to come straight out at him today. All right, well, good luck to both of you. Now over to Dan and Earl.
Okay, that sets the stage for today. Who is it going to be, George or Dave, facing our current champion, Kevin Davis? We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back with our challengers match. Okay, to get us going, name that you all remember from last season, Dave Dupuis. He was the one that walked away with that $15,000 on the final show of the season. Back to try to get himself back into that show. He'll be rolling on lane 13.
He's got a tough split there, man. On the 1-3-7. No, he's going to get it back.
Oh, back door, Mark. Let's take a look at that, how he was actually come up with that spare. Hits the wood takes out the 7 and comes back over for the 6, and then that finally rolls into the 3. But he'll take it. 5 fill.
Nice try, leaves the kingpin. And there you go, 10 bucks.
Light hit for George, leaves 2, 3 in the 6. And a mark for George.
Tough piece of wood out front there, but he slides right by and gets the 3 and the 6.
Thanks to Jason Gauthier, I got an email about these two guys last week, and we find out that it's a small world.
9-pin drop, solid 5.
It seems they have a Western New England Pro Tour. They have a ladder series after they established the top 5 scores, a double mark for George Lacaille. And it seems that these two bowlers met each other. And Dave beat George 134 to 126 not too many weeks ago. So they're no strangers to each other. Here they are on the Candlepin Challenge, facing each other again.
Dave was left with a 137. Just slid by the head pin there on the left. And a 9 box, 34 after 3.
Just to recap what Dave did when he was with us last year in November, he was in a Challengers match, defeated Billy Treefel 123 to 114. And then he went into the championship round against Charlie Jutras. His first week on, he throws 307, and that is when he established the 2,350 points. He came back the next week against Jude Silver and won 285 to 208. And then he defeated Randy Casey 302 to 250. Defeated Paul Peckham 248 to 242. Hey, what a shot.
Nice 10 box.
Nice 10. Following week he came back again 261 to 223 against Trent Villamar. And he finally being beaten by Dave Arlett 264 to 266. So he had run 4 matches in a row before being thrown by Dave Arlett. So he had a good streak with us, but that big point total was established the very first week he was on against Charlie Jutras. And held up as #1 seed all season last year.
George has got a 4 fill on that spare.
George does most of his bowling at the Fun Time Lanes in Holyoke, Mass.
And the 9 box, 42 after 3.
Carries an average of about 121, he said. High single, 201. 485, 481 for high triple, 779 for high triple. Big 9-pin drop.
Got a break there on the 10-pin. Took the 7-pin down there with 2 pieces of wood.
Doesn't seem like it should be a problem. Spare up in the 4th. His 3rd mark out of 4 boxes.
Dave has a 2-4, opportunity for another spare. He's all over that one.
Spare in the 5th, so wants to hang around a while here. Two full. Spread eagle minus the 7-pin, just a 5 fill on the spare. A lot of people have asked, can you just turn around and try out and get back on the show? Nice try. Rule is that you have to set out 1 taping session, so chances are that you probably would be able to get the very next roll-off in your area, but just double check with your proprietor to make sure, and then they can return to the show. 69 through 6 for Dave Dupuis. George Lacaille leading by 8 plus the fill on this ball. 7-pin drop.
I think he has the 1, 3, and the 9.
That's what he has.
He's all over.
He has the 1 and 3, but the 9 stands. And a 9 box. 68. Lead now 9 pins for George LeCaire. George is self-employed, does a lot of paving. Oh, nice try there. Leaves the 6-10. Cleared out the other 5. How many times you see the 4 horsemen and another one? You make that shot, but you leave the 6-10. But you have those pins alone, it never seems to go. Lead drops to 7 with that 8 box opposite the 10 with Dave Dupuis. 7-pin advantage, 4 frames to go.
You think Dave would spend all that money?
I don't know. I asked him. He says he's got a tax liability to look after this coming spring. So he saved a little. Will he take the 7? No. Wait a minute. Wood's rolling back.
Come up a little short. $10 for 79 after 7 for Dave.
Now, trailing by 7, you realize Dave needs at least 1 mark. He would like a couple of them, forcing George to throw another mark or 2 when he gets up there for his final 4. But Dave needs at least 1. 8th frame is important. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 7, and 9.
Yeah, there's a couple of pieces of wood there on the deck. I think you find the one looking straight at him.
Just to catch that head pin. Let's see what happens. Yes, very nicely done. Sparing the 8th. Big mark for Dave Dupuis, setting up his final 2. Let's take a look at that replay, Earl.
See him right into the pocket. Yep. 1, 2, 7, and then quickly it went down. Very nicely done. Sets him up for the rest of the way out now.
George right back. 7-10, but a makeable shot, I think, with that wood. What do you think, Earl?
I would play the avid bullet I am. I'd use the wood there on there.
Yeah, you got to use it all, right?
Right about the red line, I would think.
Far right?
Far right. Think he'll take it out there?
I think so. That's what he's trying.
Nah, he's a little high.
A little high. He catch a lot of the cap. It's hard to, with my angle.
Pretty high. It needs to be a little low on the red line or below, I believe.
No, leaves the 10-pin, 7-pin for the 10 box. Maintain the 7-pin lead by knocking this pin down, and he does just that. Now he faces the mark in the 8th that Dave Dupuis has already posted. Off target there. Cluster of 6, 1, 2, 4, 7, 5, and 8.
8, yes. Nice try.
All right, we're going to go right down to the final 2.
Also pick these up here to get the good count.
9 box, so the lead now 6. Anything over 6, Dave Dupuis will take the lead for the first time. He's never led in the match. That's more than 6. Solid 9-pin drop, leaves just the 6-pin. Here you go, straight at it. Catch the wood, should drive the ball right straight through. Yes, sir. Sparing a 9. So he takes a slim 3-pin advantage through the 8th frame. However, he's got a posted mark in the 9. Well, unless he can convert this, George will need 1 big mark to beat him. If he gets this, George will have to throw 2. Oh, just missed. Going by the 3-pin. All important, these pins now. Look at 9 and a 122. So he needs 27 pins to tie, George does. 28 pins to win. So he doesn't need 2 marks, although the 1 mark he does get, if he gets one, is going to have to be a big one. Can't afford to have a low fill. Here we go. Final 2 frames. Who's going to face Kevin Davis? Whoa.
Saw a 9-pin drop there. Leaves a 5-pin.
Got it. All right. Hold on to your seats, boys and girls. Here we go. 8 fill will tie it, and then he would need a 10 box. If he gets anything less than 8, he'll need to convert it for another mark. Oh boy, he's going to have to convert this. It gives him 110. So he needs to convert this and throw a 3 on the mark. Not an easy one.
No, he's got a little help to on the right, but.
And I almost go to 2-4, maybe in case he doesn't cut it over and catch that wood in the back. Tough choice. Let's see what he decides to do. Good effort by George, but Dave Dupuis earns the right to face our defending champ, Kevin Davis. Both bowlers. Pretty good game, 122 to 120, a 2-pin victory for Dave Dupuis, last year's big winner of the $15,000. He'll try to stop the reign of Kevin Davis. Take a short break and we'll come back to that championship match. Okay, and to get us going in the championship match is our defending champion, Kevin Davis. Trying to make it 6 wins in a row. And he's up probably against one of the bowlers that has the most experience that he's faced so far. Unless he converts this, he'll do something he hasn't done in a long time. Yeah, he's been starting with at least a mark in the first frame. That's not going to happen today. Came on with us back in October 20th and defeated Rich Clark in the Challengers match, 125-114, and then ran off consecutive wins against Rich Bober, Det Klein, Dave Hodge, Matt Dennehy, and then last week Bob Whitcomb. And really the closest match that he's had is with Det Klein, 270 to 245. The rest of them, no one's really headed him. So it'll be interesting to see if we get this first match or first game underway and somebody is close to him. Well,
nice shot.
Started the first box, but he was able to put a spare up in the second. And we'll quick replay of that one, Earl.
Look at that, right in the pocket, in the 1-2 pocket, and a little different than the other couple of weeks. Just threw it out front.
We certainly haven't seen many 6 boxes from Kevin over the weeks. Well, the 1-3-6 for Dave. He would certainly like to draw first blood. Put a mark up there in the first frame.
Outside.
Oh, I didn't think he was going to carry that 6-pin at first. Let's see what happened there. I think the wood might have just, yeah, the wood threw that 1 pin to the wall. Head pin, I think, stayed in play, finally nudging the 6 pin. Spare for Dave.
All over that
7 pin drops, yep. 2, 4, and what, 6 pin?
Yes. You've got to know that one well.
It almost looks like it's in the corner from our angle, too. Sliding by. Tried to play the 2 on the inside and slap it off the left sidewall and across into the 6. Dave does a lot of his bowling at the Colonial Bowl in Worcester, Massachusetts, averaging 132. Decent average.
It's not bad. But I'll take that.
You were 132 at one time, weren't you?
I was maybe 32 at one time.
Kevin Davis, and that's a fill on a spare. 4 horsemen to the right, plus the 8.
In the box, he's at 29 after 3.
Okay, Kevin does a lot of his bowling at the Lakeside Lanes in Manchester, New Hampshire, where we'll be in a couple weeks. Kevin's hoping he could stay alive until then and bowl at his home lanes. Will that go? The 2 pin rocking, but not dropping.
Almost blew all the candles out, like Phil would say.
That's right. I missed the guy. He'll be back in a couple weeks. Spare up in the 4th for Kevin Davis. Good effort
Nice
there.
try.
Leaving the 4-7.
With 10 box, 35 after 3 for Dave.
Last year against Charlie Jutras, when Dave was able to mount up 2,350 points, it was kind of fun to watch because he threw 9 consecutive marks in that second game. He was in what we call the zone, and there was no stopping him. It was kind of fun to watch.
He's a tough shot here with a 5-7. He's got a piece of wood way out front.
I think that wood out front might come off the right sidewall and come back and get the 5.
Maybe play it up on the cap.
He played it up in the cap. Good call, Earl. Good call.
Both have spares up in the 4th now.
Earl Caller right on the nose, right on the cap. Good shot. 5 in the 7, matching marks in the 4th. 6 pins separating our bowlers. Dave Dupuis right now in the lead. Ooh, big 9-pin drop.
Spare up in the 5th.
Has Kevin been sporting that goatee right along, or did he's been here so long that he grew it?
It's getting that way. It looks a little that way. It's 5 weeks now.
Huh. He must have had it all this time. I pay more attention to the bowlers, to the bowling that's going on.
7 Phil with the 2-5-7.
2-5-7 should be on the 2-pin. He had a chance of making this one.
Yes.
3 in a row.
Bonus points there. 3 consecutive marks.
You can see the replay there. Just drives the 2-pin, and with the wood in between it, drives it into the 7-pin. As Earl said, 3 consecutive spares, 50 for each one of them, plus the 100-point bonus for 3 in a row. Dave Dupuis right back, and let's see, he gets 1 to fall.
7.
Yeah.
I think he's got a shot there, though, with the 7-10 with that piece of wood angle.
Well, I'll tell you, if anyone can find a way, Dave will.
Just kind of rolled out a little bit.
Going to try to snap the wood?
I think he'll go.
Nope, not
Up and
quite.
over the 10.
Kevin regains the lead by 2 pins. Threatened to increase that lead if Dave does not put a mark up here in the 6, where Kevin already has one. Well, 4 horsemen plus the 8. Piece of wood that coming in behind may come into play for him.
For all those people out there, don't forget to send us your postcards. We'll get that address to you as we do a break. Still looking for a bunch of postcards from people out there.
As we speak, who's bowling for, or who's Kevin Davis bowling for?
Kevin is bowling for Joe Mokriski out of the lanes over here from Agawam, Mass.
Okay, you see the quick 3-pin advantage for Kevin Davis, our champion, trying to make it 6 in a row. We'll take a short break. We'll come back and finish string number 1, championship round. Okay, final 4 frames of this first game. Kevin Davis maintaining a slim lead of 3 pins, and he'll increase that with this ball, working on a spare. Lead has been going back and forth between Dave Dupuis and Kevin. No, it's going to increase it by 6.
Yes, Kevin's already had 300 points already. He has a 2-5, 2-4-5 and 8 diamond, we call it. Boy, I don't think I've seen that for a while.
Okay, explain to me now. Explain to the people at home, Earl, how does he get that front pin out and nothing else?
That's usually why I'm on the other side over there keeping score.
No one understands.
I think it's an 8-box, total of 89 after 7.
If Candlepin bowling doesn't surprise you, bowl it a while and you'll see. Some things just don't make sense.
It makes sense at all.
Right back in the pocket. This time he's going to have, looks like the 3 and the 7.
Yes, he's
A piece of wood could help him.
A couple of them.
First order of business, though, is to grab the 3-pin. I think the wood might help him with the 7. It's nestled in right behind that 3-pin. Tried to cut it clean.
He's already had 300 points already in the match.
Wow. Off to a good start. No, not quite. 9 bucks. Well, 2 open frames for Dave Dupuis to work on, trailing by 9. Chance to regain the lead with a couple marks, or at least one.
Is the 1, 3, 6, and the 7. Is that wood? Well,
shouldn't come into play probably, right?
No, you should be able to split the 1, 3. Once you take out the 7.
Yeah, a little heavy in the head pin.
An 8-box for 80 after 7. Just to let everybody know, our home viewer out there today is Claire McCaughlin from Winchester, Mass. She's the one that sent in our postcard, and we picked it out of the barrel.
Get your pencils and paper handy, because at the beginning of the second match, or second game, I should say, in the championship match, we'll give you that address, and you can send in your postcards. And comments if you would like, good or bad. We'll take them all.
Nice try by Dave.
We read the good ones. No, we will take good and bad suggestions. We'll take them. 10 bucks for Dave. 90. Trails by 8. Wasn't able to take advantage of the 2 open frames by Kevin Davis. But he's a lot closer than people have in the past several weeks to Kevin Davis.
Hello. There's that 7-10 split again. Seen it a couple times over here on this lane 13. He's got wood there.
I don't know if it's too deep, though. Let's see. No, he tried to catch maybe just the tip, the right tip of that wood. He'll be open in the 9th.
Well, the last couple of matches, he's been ahead by quite a bit after this first game.
Yeah. Almost 41 game and 29, I think, last week. Well, he's not getting the extra pin right now. 2-4-7 with the 10 pin. No wood to help him now. Going to try to split the 2 and the 4, I would say. Oh, almost.
Excellent try. Still right behind the 10 pin.
Try to get something with every ball. Pinning well. With the exception of that first frame, we had 6 box. You can see other than that, 8s and 9s and 10s, and as well as those 4 marks. So he finishes with 300 points the first game, Earl?
Correct, yes. Got the bonus points here for 3 in a row.
Dave is not on the head pin like we normally see him.
No, there's the 1-3-6 and the 8, it looks like. Nice. I thought he was going to sneak it out there.
3-6 left. Trying to match the 10 box put up by Kevin. Otherwise, he'll drop another pin or 2 and count. No, he drops 1. So the lead now is back to 9 pins for Kevin Davis. Final frame, game number 1, championship match. Oh, looked a lot worse than that to begin with, but the problem here is, of course, that sleeper in the back, right? Yeah, the 9 pin.
9 pin. It's a leave you don't see very often.
No. 3, 6, 10, and the 9 for the spare. Oh boy! How did the 10 pin stand up?
And you can see it on Dave's face. It went right around it.
He thought he had it as well as I did. For the 10 box, and it's a 9-pin advantage. 118-109. Our reigning champ is holding on to that slim 9-pin advantage. We'll be back. String number 2. Remember, get your pencil and paper. We'll copy the address down. Send us a postcard. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Welcome back. To our viewers at home that would like to get involved, you can send a postcard to the International Candlepin Bowling Association $30,000 Candlepin Challenge, 26 South Main Street, Suite 252, Concord, New Hampshire 03301. 2 names will be drawn each week and paired with our challengers. Now, if one of those 2 challengers should go on to unseat our champion, then you will win $25. And there's another way you can win some money. You can come down, join our audience, be a part of the crowd, and the audience members' names will be also put into a drawing. 1 name will be selected and paired with our champion. Now, if the champion holds on to his crown, then you win $25. So there's 2 ways to win. Now let's get back into bowling with our challenger, Dave Dupuis.
Okay, Trina, thank you very much. Hope you all got that address down and send us a postcard. And now to the task at hand, trailing by 9 pins, Dave Dupuis, last year's big winner, and leaves the 4-horse
to the left with the he's got the looks like the 8-pin 9-pin out back, a piece of wood inside. You might be able to make this one or miss this one and get it.
Actually, it looked like the wood hurt that shot. And it's a 9 box for Dave. Pretty good looking ball going in there. 2, 4, 5, 7, and the 10 pin over in the far right hand corner all by itself. Got a shot at it. Nice try.
Slid right behind the 10 pin there.
Well, something for Kevin Davis to work on. 2 open frames, the first and second boxes of this final game of the championship round.
Yes, very close first match here. Kevin has 300 points after the first game, and Dave's 100 points. Got most of that done with 3 marks in a row.
No. What do you think? After the 4 and 7, maybe push that wood across? It is the 6 pin, though. It's directly across from the 4.
Right after the cap.
No, he's going on the other side. What do we know? Mark it down. Kevin Davis, another fantastic spare. Completely outthinking both of us. Look at this. He gets that wood moving. Great shot. Well, there's 2 ways to make that. Our way and Kevin's way.
Yeah.
And he makes it count. And all of a sudden, that 9-pin advantage balloons to 20. Let's take a look at that strike off the ball of Kevin Davis. Tripping this 6 and 10, the last 2 to go. Spare on strike, another 150 points, and he's starting to get some serious points. Oh, not to be outdone. I'm still here, Dave says. I'm still here. Striking the 3rd.
That's quick. You see that go right into the 1-2
pocket.
That was quick. If there was a double here, it'll be a whole new ball game.
Oh, light hit. Chance for a double. Everything but the 3. So this is money in the bank.
Well, it is for Dave, not my bank.
Yes, spare on strike. Sometimes it takes a couple marks by your opponent to wake yourself up. And Dave bounces right back with a couple spares of his own. I should say a couple marks of his own, strike and spare. Ooh, off the head pin. Got a decent break, though. Leaves himself just the 1 and the 2. Oh, another mark. 100-point bonus and another 50 for that spare. Let's take a look at it. Just catches the head pin into the 2 pin. Off target that time, but a makeable spare because of that wood. Just 4 on the fill. Trying to keep the streak alive. Another 100-point bonus if you can convert this. Hang on. Hang on. It goes the right way. No. Leaves a 7. And a 10 box, 64 through 4. A 24-pin advantage now for Kevin Davis. However, Dave Dupuis is going to cut into that lead with this ball. Chance for a bonus of 100 points for him, too. Oh, yes. Right back. Got a Donnybrook going here. Big 9-pin drop.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you called. You saw it from your angle. You saw he pushed it to the right. I couldn't really tell. It looked like he had it covered. Yeah. Well, we'll remember the 5th box, single pin. Knowing Dave the way I do, he's forgot all about it already. Just got to drive the ball back in the 1-2 or 1-3 pocket again. Yeah, he did, but not a good leave. 4, 7, 8, 9. Piece of wood out front, but I don't know if he can catch a piece of that wood and have the ball cover the triangle or just go out the triangle clean. It's tough to tell from this angle. Let's see what he decides to do. Oh boy. Tried for the triangle. It was a little heavy on the 4-pin. That's the only thing that prevented the ball from carrying the 7. Would have been a tremendous shot. Get 10. Pair of 10s. Not what Dave wanted. 15 pins the lead for our current champ. Trying to make it 6 in a row. One, 3, 6 with the 8.
Picked off the 3-pin there. It's going to be open here as well. I have him down at 600 points already. Good 9 box. 73 after 5.
I just went back and checked our records, and Det Klein does hold the record for 8 consecutive wins. If Kevin can hold on, this would be his 6th.
He wants that to go. Still falling.
Well, leaves himself just a 2-pin. Oh, wow. Turnaround's fair play. Both bowlers are missing single pins for marks. Crucial misses by both bowlers. Makes the 10. 14-pin advantage for Kevin Davis. And we've got 4 boxes remaining. Can Kevin hold on, or will Dave make one more run at him? We'll be back after a short message. Don't go away for this exciting finish. Okay, 4 remaining frames. Either for a Dave Dupuis victory or Kevin Davis making it 6 in a row on the $30,000 Candlepin challenge.
And he wants the 5-5 pin.
Well, 5-7, and scratching his head on that one.
Looks like a beautiful ball going in. Let's get a piece of wood out front. It's going to be close if he can sneak by it.
Well, he's made up his mind. Let's see how he approaches this, trying to really need some marks. Yes, he finds a way. Great shot. Dave Dupuis sparing the 8th. Let's take a look at how he was able to accomplish this. Comes up high in the wood, turns a little bit into the 5 and the wood, and over into the 10-pin. That's the easy point. Now, Phil.
Yeah.
Whoa! Rocking 9-pin drop leaves the 4-pin. How big is this? How big is this?
Big. Make a run at it.
Oh, and again. Now, can't help but think he might have been thinking about the one he missed in the 5th frame. Well, and it's just a 9 box. So same happening in the 4th. In the 4th frame, you can see spare 9. He missed a single in the 5th. 7 box, spare 9, and missed a single there. So Kevin Davis, to maintain his lead, does not need to mark. Of course, he would love to.
There's that diamond on 13 again.
Yeah, 2, 4, 5, and 8.
I'll have to say, I don't think he'll just knock out that 2-pin.
2-pin this time. No, leaves a 4 this time. But the lead will be single digits now for Kevin Davis. The closest anyone's been in 6 weeks. Lead just 5 pins.
It's a lot closer than what he's been.
Absolutely. Of course, you always want the lead into double figures because it forces your opponent to double mark. And he's left himself the 2, 4, and 6. Either inside the 2-pin, slap the 2 and the 4 off the wall, or splitting the 2 and the 4 and have the 2 jump into the 6. Uh-oh, coming off the wall. Well, needs this to maintain his 5-pin advantage. Actually, it would increase it to 6 if he gets this. He has the 5-pin. Yes, he does. 6 pins. Final 2 frames.
If anything, you're looking, for Dave, you're looking at a spare here. To just force Kevin to do something in the last 2 boxes.
Right. 1 mark will force Kevin to get at least 1. Getting 2 marks would probably force Kevin to get 2 also. This is not going to be an easy one, though. Of course, without a mark, Dave stands little chance. You would assume with a 6-pin deficit. Oh, good try. Not quite.
He wants the 10 box here, though. To keep it.
Right, keep it at 6. And he does that. All right. Final frame. Dave definitely needs a mark. Mark and something over 6 would force Kevin Davis to throw at least one mark in the 9th and the 10th. Oh boy. Hit the right one, but well, he likes that wood to freeze on the 3-pin. I don't know. I would probably try to pinch the 3-pin. What do you think?
Slide it over. Yeah, he's got a couple.
I think so.
Piece in the back.
Yeah,
too,
and that way he would get this piece of wood moving for him too. I just can't see playing the 2 and the 4 because of the sleeper in the back, the 8. Let's see what he does. That's what he's trying. That's what he's trying, but it's not going to happen. And so, barring a minor miracle, Kevin Davis is going to make it 6 in a row. All right, 126, 109, a 225 total. I'm sorry, 235 total. And right now, Kevin Davis is at 221. So he needs 14 pins to tie, 15 pins to win. And there's 8 of them.
He's looking at the 4-7.
Points are nothing extraordinary. He's still leading the pack with that 2,250 points several weeks ago. And 10 spare in the 9th, 113. Remember, it's your highest point total that counts for that last show. And you come back and win a couple $100 each time you win, but you try to increase the number of points you have. And it makes it harder for those people to pass you.
7 fill there with the 3, 6, and the 7.
Okay, and Kevin will make it 6 in a row. He'll go for number 7 next
what a
week.
shot to
Oh,
finish it
spare in
out.
the 10th. Next week we have Rico Baldinelli of the Baldinelli fame. That's a name synonymous with Candlepin bowling. We have John Winchell, and John has been with us before. 136 and a 254 total for Kevin Davis to 235 for Dave Dupuis. Kevin moves on, 6 in a row. Can anyone stop this man? We'll be back, wrap it up, talk to the bowlers. Don't go away.
I'm back with Dave Dupuis. Now, Dave, tell us, last year you were the guy everybody was trying to knock off. How did it feel different for you being the challenger today?
Well, I was in the same position Kevin was in. He's got a nice total up there of 2,250 points, and I was in that situation where I could just go up there and didn't really feel that bad if I lost because I had a good total up there, and Kevin's in that same situation, and he bowled well today, well enough to win.
Well, hopefully we'll see you again.
Definitely.
We'll head back over to Dan and Earl.
Okay, and it's the Kevin Davis show so far the last several weeks. Who we got coming on next week, Earl?
I have John Winchell and Rico Baldinelli.
Okay, both veterans of the show. They were on last year. Can anyone stop this train? I don't know. See you next week. He goes for number 7. Number 7, I'll be here. Earl will be here. The entire crew. Hope you can join us too.
Rock your body to the left. It's Candlepin. Rock your body to the right. It's Candlepin.